Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. Maybe your last weekend seeing GME in the $150 range. Welcome back. We're going to talk about the SPY, GameStop, option plays we've got, some technical analysis, this massive basket of shorted stocks through futures, derivatives, ETFs, whatever, and just following the price action. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Maybe a tweet from RC next. Let's see, tomorrow, Tuesday is what I saw someone saying. So it seemed plausible. So look out for that. And our rally, it has been confirmed. We have a Discord also somewhere. Did I close it? Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT. Here's our Discord, it's in the description. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I don't know what else to say. I'm just looking at technical analysis and the charts. Yeah, and then acting on conviction. That's kind of what I'm doing. So, I mean, different people have pointed this out too, just how we're seeing the same pattern happen here. And that's why I've been calling out 350 as a resistance that we potentially will break and then squeeze after that in this range. Initially, I was saying, okay, maybe last week in the month. And then for other reasons, which I can't remember now, I said the first week in September. And then some other write-up that seemed very plausible. I thought, okay, maybe the 10th, the second Friday in August or September. So still sticking by that. I still think by the 10th, by 9/10, we should see that retest that 350. I think it definitely could be sooner. Yeah, I think it could be as early as this Friday, next Friday, and I think earnings is what, on the 8th? So maybe on Tuesday before the 10th. I think the latest at the 10th though. And we're just getting confirmation each day. I think tomorrow I'm hoping will be a bigger day. Today was a pretty good day though. I mean, up 3.5%. Rallied, kind of came back down to VWAP, and volume still real light. And tomorrow, I can't remember what I read about it, but tomorrow we might really start to see the action. And as you can see here, today didn't copy this day we had back here in March 25th, but it doesn't have to move the same way as this, and it's already showing that it's not going to. But we've got bullish MACD, we've got green over the 9 moving average, and our volume, I believe, is picking up. There's a half hour left in the market. So yeah, today is more volume than yesterday, and we'll have more volume than the day before that, and maybe even the day before that. We'll see. So if we start to see price action like this, expect 2 to 3 to 5 times the amount of volume we've been having. So, you know, 5 million a day, or 10, or this was 20, but we had more volume back here anyways. So and then once we hit that 350, we'll just see if it squeezes from there. So these dates, this is kind of my date that lines up at these dates. So this would be the top right here, just like here. And as you see, this line lined up with our bottom. It's all working out. We kind of broke the resistance today, this 166-ish resistance, but didn't want to fully get out of there. So then it really didn't break it, just kind of, actually didn't break it, just hit resistance and came back down. So hopefully tomorrow we'll bust through that one and continue on upward. I am thinking probably that one, probably break that 169 hopefully tomorrow. 174, let's see, 177 I'd say is the next one. I'd really like to see, yeah, kind of that 180 range by tomorrow. That would be nice, that would be neat. And then yeah, what happened back here, so I made option plays back here on this March sneeze, excuse me, and I was predicting it was going to be more like this. So rally up, consolidation, rally, and this was a longer period, right? This was a longer period than this 11 days, I think. And so I made pretty good money, I don't know, but my problem was I was so locked into thinking, okay, it's going to last this long, it's going to go this high, that when I started to see the signs, the technical analysis showing it's hit a top, you know, this big daily candle with dojis, that's a sign of reversal, as well as a tall doji on top. even this one too with a huge doji up there. There were signs, and then also this RSI divergence happening 3 times before it actually reversed and came down. I didn't want to believe it because I wanted to think it's happening again like this, and then we're going to squeeze, have a short squeeze. Mother of all short squeezes. I was like, okay, it's going to happen. And not locking in profits, I left 30, 40 grand on the table just because it started coming down, and I was like, no, it's just a rally. It's just a consolidation. It's just a dip. So with this sneeze that I think is coming up, I'm not going to be doing that. When it hits 350, I'm just going to watch it real close. Maybe scale out some, but definitely try and have exposure if that is the beginning of the actual squeeze and it goes crazy. Most of my exposure at that point will probably just be shares, which I think is the safest. Maybe some debit spreads, but volatility by the time it gets to there is going to be, the IV you're going to be paying on options is going to be insane. So if you have anything like this, they're just going to get crushed immediately. So that way I'd probably just do spreads, either credit spreads or debit spreads or whatever plays work out to offset some of the IV you have to pay for. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, and it's looking good so far. We've broken out of that downward wedge. We've set a nice floor here. We're making higher lows. Higher highs I think are coming tomorrow, like I said. So breaking this 166 tomorrow, hopefully this 169, and then on up to either this like 176 or 180, or we'll see. I think we'll have a big day tomorrow though. Probably more volume as well. On the hourly, yep, it's bullish. Kind of got a little overextended here on this candle, but coming back down to VWAP, it settled down on the RSIs. Much more happy. Still just kind of in this range. Today is a green day, but it's still kind of just consolidating really. It's sticking in this range we've been in still, even though we've come up from this low right here of 150. We've bounced pretty good up to 165. So tomorrow I think we should have a big day. Big day. Let's show me the options we got going on. Didn't open up a whole lot of new stuff. I am basically flush out of buying power on this account. I'm ready for this thing. It's kind of a mess of stuff on here, but basically put credit spreads I have, and then debit spreads, and then shares, and then naked calls. Those are all my plays on it for various dates, starting with this Friday. I've got some still, and then I'm also selling puts, so cash secured puts. So all bullish at the moment, and I guess my price targets for the end of the week, yeah, 165 I'd like it to be above, and then everything will close, well, actually not necessarily, I could even go up. I do have a put I sold at 250, so close above that at the end of the week, then all of them will expire worthless, but we'll see. I might close them out and buy the shares. I didn't open up anything more on this account because I just don't have the buying power. So I've been reaching into the other depths of my other accounts to scrounge up. You see here CFLT, we've been calling this one out. It's a great company. They're up, this plays up 57% total. It's just rallied, broke out today, kind of just did a classic bull flag, and then setting up another one right here, as you can see. It's looking really nice. On the daily though, just nice flag pull, and then flag, and bouncing off of that 9 moving average, and then broke out above their IPO kind of all-time high here. And it's a little overextended on the RSI, so maybe consolidate some more for a bit. We've got 65 calls for $65 strike for end of the month, 25 days, so I guess end of next month. Yeah, they were up like 140% earlier today, but I'm holding them. I've got plenty of time, and I'm not seeing this showing any signs really. We'll see if it does. I mean, we'll see how today closes, because there is a bit of a divergence in the RSI. However, you can have that if everything else is still looking bullish. That could just be it consolidating, especially after just 2. That third one is pretty significant. Like the one that happened here on GME is pretty significant. It had 3, and then also you had other signs that it was a reversal, like the big dojis. That's signs. The tapering volume could be signs also. However, this day had a lot of volume. And then definitely buy here once you got the big red engulfing candle. So we haven't had any of that stuff on CFLT, so I'm holding that one strong. Our GME, of course, is up today. All those plays, those shares. ASTR, I have naked long calls, $15 calls. They have a launch coming, I think, on Friday. So Friday or Saturday. So I'm thinking this thing will probably rally by then. And then I have a put credit spread too to pay for it. So received $4.90 for the credit on this put credit spread, and then spent $5.19 for these long calls to kind of pay for them. So as long as it closes above 12.5, I'm all good. It's kind of aggressive, I guess, but the chart looks good to me, honestly. It's got this nice, there's another kind of bull flag going on. We did have this red candle under the 9, but what happened was it just kind of consolidated down here, and this 9 moving average would throw you off, because if you're looking at the MACD, that's why you want multiple indicators. MACD didn't show that it turned bearish. It came down, just clipped it, and now we're running back bullish again. So that's just really consolidation, and then the price action has been kind of wonky on this because it was a SPAC. But I think it'll probably rally up through this week in anticipation of this launch. Maybe it'll sell off after the launch, or maybe it'll rally. I think it'll be volatile either way. I don't think it'll just sit around. So I'll probably, if these calls are up by Friday, I'll probably scale out some, just because I think they're launching on Friday or Saturday. And then yeah, go from there. Let's see. Support has been rallying today. IV was high when I wanted to get into it, so I didn't get anything without, I just got spreads, put credit spreads. So these are up 21%. It's a 9-10 spread on support, which, yeah, I mean, the long calls, I could have made more with them, but you got to time it perfect, because the IV is so high that any red candles, this thing just gets crushed. So I'm fine to kind of just let this one go. I mean, if it goes really crazy, like 20, 30, 40 bucks a share, then yeah, I would have missed out some, but that's no big deal. You don't catch them all the moves, all 100%. So this is it's looking good. This is all bullish. There's kind of no, that's good. Yeah, it's looking good on that one. Support could honestly go crazy. It's already broken out of that resistance up here, so probably getting some long calls at this point honestly would be a good idea. Now that's definitely broken out of that support. I've got enough capital out right now, though. My cash balances are very sketchy low. I like to have at least 20% cash balance, just because with options, if your whole account is in unrealized gains or losses, you basically have nothing because you have expiration dates. So yeah, CFLTs for support, that's pretty much it. And then I'll show you what is the, oh, it's on this account. Okay, so here's our TD Ameritrade. I've got 125 shares of GME on here, and these are trading accounts. So this one is a trading account as well as my E-Trade, and so I will be trading with these. These aren't long-term holds. So I got debit spreads 170, 205 call debit spreads for this Friday, and then I also got 10, 205, 330 call debit spreads for next Friday. So this is under the thesis that we could hit that 350 by next Friday. I think it's more likely next Friday than this Friday. But this kind of shows with the spread what happens. So my 205, 330 call, that's this one for next Friday. This is kind of the exposure it gives me. So we'll make 74% if at expiration it's at 208. And then, you know, if it's higher than that, before that or whatever, you can see up here. And actually what's nice, I noticed this, you can change implied volatility. So look, if the implied volatility goes up crazy in the next few days, these will actually be down, which is weird to think about, but yeah. So when this thing starts to rally, I'm gonna imagine this IV is gonna go up. And the upside on it, we are capped since it's a spread. Our max profit's 12,328, but it's only on a $172 investment. So, and that max profit, I think it'd have to close I think it'd have to be over 330. So I got 10 of these, so that's actually kind of big. That's like 100k. That's over 100k if it actually does 350. I think I'm doing that right. 10, yeah. Oh wow, look at support. And then dang, look at that thing. And then the 170, 205, those are Those are for this Friday, so 350, 230. Oh, it's actually less risk. Interesting. I don't know where I had this when I set it up, but it's a similar looking chart. We got 5 of those. And then actually on my long-term account, I sold puts. I don't gamble with the long-term. So unless it's crazy scenario, I guess if I need the capital. But yeah, so I sold puts on GME 165 strike. I guess you could say that's a gamble. To me, it's not. I'm fine to own GME in the long term at 165 for at least 5 years. And that's kind of my criteria for the long-term account. I can't show it to you, but yeah, it's good premium. It's $550 by Friday if GME closes above 165. If it drops down, again, I'll own those shares at 165, of course, minus my premium I received. And I wanted to show you guys, Superstock has good write-ups, but it's honestly so crowded with just brand new traders and people getting informed, which is good, but it's sometimes hard to just find good DD, and then a lot of the DD now is just so in depth and so crazy with all this all the back end stuff of GameStop and what's going on. I'm like, I've been finding DD I like on, well, I don't go to certain subreddits. I actually just go to my home and I just let it tell me what I want, and then I'll just click on it. So I'll get it from all the different RR into or DD into GME, Superstock, Wall Street Bets, personal finance. I mean, yeah. So I did share it on media, this one from Wall Street Bets. And I've seen awesome write-ups actually on Wall Street Bets about GME. And lately, more importantly, there's been more write-ups on Wall Street Bets about GME. And that's how you know it's about to rally. I mean, GME, yeah, I mean, it's got guys that are looking at everything. So if they shift their attention, and I don't think there's 10 million real people in here. I think a lot of it are bots or people in India or whatever. But there definitely are real people in here, real people that make millions of dollars YOLOing and doing crazy stuff. But this is a great write-up. I'm not going to read it all here, but it's good. So jump on our Discord and get the link. This puts GME just basically on, I think, Fibonacci scales to 2200. That's easier to bite off if you think 40 million isn't possible. But yeah, we'll see. We will see where it goes, and it even compares it to the Volkswagen squeeze and how that's as high as that one went on the fibs. And I think Tesla 2 even went to that point. And then also talking about AMC, he compares it to AMC and how AMC kind of did a precursor of it. So yeah, this is a good write-up on there. And then yeah, talking about India, Superstock had like only 20,000 people. It was down like 80% of the active users. Put it somewhere in here. I think it's, let's see. Yeah, low number. And then someone realized, oh, it's a Hindu holiday. So a lot of there's been a lot of speculation that's highly probable, I'd say, that hedge funds, those that are short GME, have hired Indians to basically flood the Reddit, the subreddit, with downvoting things that are bullish and upvoting things that are bearish on GME, more or less, and creating fake posts and bots and just flooding it with just crap, really. So this was funny that they were like, why? They thought, oh, they gave up. The hedgies gave up, we won. But then someone looked it up and said, this is Dapper Warthog. Like, oh, it's a Hindu holiday, so that makes sense. They'll probably be back tomorrow on there. And yeah, I'm stoked. GME is all right. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.